Legends playing the Legends, 105.3 free with Rascal Flatts. Life is a highway. Jim King of the Road driving you down the highway on this TGIF. It's going to be a new year before you know it. Did you know that only 40% of us even make a New Year's resolution? While nearly all of those vow on the side of improvement, like starting exercising, improving your finances, quit smoking. One of the most common resolutions is to get along better with someone else, according to a recent survey. So what's the number one New Year's resolution? Weight loss. Duh. We're all working on that to some extent. Eric Church looks pretty fit, like a wrecking ball. He's coming up next on Free.
The free flow of information. You need it? We got free news.
It's a free news update.
Walton and Johnson mornings, King of the Road, middays, 105.3 free with the late, great Chris Ledoux. What you gonna do? Not everybody knows this, but we have a guy here by the name of David Varnado in Southeast Texas. He's born and raised here, went to Nashville, and had about a 3-year stint playing fiddle for Chris Ledoux.
I'm not putting down anybody else that I've worked for, but Chris Ledoux is one of the best, most kindest, generous people I have ever worked for.
In fact, David Varnado, a.k.a. Fiddlin' Dave, was recently inducted into the Music Hall of Fame at the Museum of the Gulf Coast in Port Arthur.
No fees, no buffering, non-stop fun.
Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou.
Sounds like Texas, 105.3 free with Hank Williams, Jambalaya on the Bayou. Here. I'm Jim King. Hope you can catch my TV thing tomorrow night at 9:30 on Fox 4 KBTV following local news. We'll kick off our little mini-series. It's King of the Road's 11th annual New Year's specials. We're going to kick it off tomorrow night with exclusive interviews and concert footage featuring Curtis Brawley, Zane Williams, Dustin Sanye. We'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Jared Neiman's new video as our King Motors Music Clip of the Week. And this guy, Bill Brooks, a local singer-songwriter, will be in the Royal Spotlight.
Whippoorwill singing on a soft summer breeze makes me think of my baby. In New Orleans.
The first installment of our 11th annual New Year's special, tomorrow night at 9:30 on Fox 4 KBTV following local news.
Free FM is, well, just that. Free.
Walton and Johnson mornings, King of the Road, middays, 105.3 free with Alan Jackson. Love's Got a Hold. I'm Jim, King of the Road. Thanks for riding shotgun with me on this TGIF. Promise to keep it between the ditches. Backstage with the late, great Percy Sledge. It is one of the smoothest, most soulful voices here.
Well, I don't know about that, but...
Or Rosie would say so, and I think almost all the ladies in the house...
Oh, man, they tell me about that. The guy told me, said, Mandy, can you imagine how much love I made to your song?
King of the Road, 105.3 free.
Sounds like Texas, 105.3 free with King George, a.k.a. George Strait. Does Fort Worth ever cross your mind? We'll keep that Texas thing going with Little Texas. Coming up next, Jim King of the Road behind the wheel on this TGIF. And brace yourself, Beaumont and surrounding areas for major cold spell coming. We're going to creep up to about 56 degrees today, 60 for a high tomorrow, but enjoy it while you can because major blustery cold front coming in with the new year, 32 degrees on New Year's Eve. Looks like 25 on Monday the 1st, 26 Tuesday the 2nd. It's going to be downright blustery in Beaumont and surrounding areas. Got the official forecast from Dana coming up in just a bit on Free 105.3.
105.3 free.
Look how far we've come, my baby.
Legends playing the Legends, 105.3 free with Shania Twain. You're still numero uno. You're still the one. I'm Jim King. It's a TGIF. That means my time to shine on the boob tube tomorrow night. We're going to kick off a little mini-series. It's King of the Road's 11th annual New Year's specials. kicking off tomorrow night at 9:30 on Fox 4 KBTV following local news. Got a star-studded entertainment lineup, including Bill Brooks from Beaumont, fantastic singer-songwriter. We'll air the Southeast Texas debut of Jared Neiman's new video as our King Motors music clip of the week. We'll also have Dustin Saunier, Curtis Brawley, and this cat, Zane Williams.
I love all kinds of music, but the reason I love country music the best has to do with the authenticity of it, the realness of it. And I feel like a lot of the traditional and roots music just has, I don't know, to me it just has a realness and an authenticity to it that I gravitate towards. And I'm still trying to live up to the music of my heroes. I definitely am not there yet, but someday.
It's everything I missed while I was away.
King of the Road's 11th annual New Year's special gets launched tomorrow night at 9:30 on Fox 4 KBTV.
Don't be caught uninformed.
Walton and Johnson mornings, King of the Road, middays, 105.3, free with Sawyer Brown. I'm Jim King, driving you through the lunch hour on this TGIF. Gonna have some black-eyed peas today for lunch, for good luck. Here's a little trivia, a little background on black-eyed peas. Thought to have been derived from a Jewish New Year custom. Americans here in the South annually gobble black-eyed peas. Most Southerners and many historians maintain the tradition began to take hold stateside when the first Jews moved to Georgia in the 1730s. By the end of the Civil War, the tradition had evolved into widespread practice here in the South, enjoyed by both Jews and Gentiles alike. I like my black-eyed peas. How about you? Rascal Flatts, back to us, coming up next on Free.
105.3, free.
I'm with the original Craig the Deal Beater.
Legends playing the legends, 105.3, free with the legendary Vicki Lawrence, The Night the Lights Went Out. Got Colin Ray coming up next, and 'tis this season for bowl games galore. Cotton Bowl happening today at 7:30 on ESPN from Arlington, Texas. Number 5, Ohio State versus number 8, USC. Bowl Mania continues tomorrow. Orange Bowl. Tomorrow, December 30th, 7 p.m. on ESPN. Number 6, Wisconsin takes on number 10, Miami. Fiesta Bowl tomorrow as well, December 30th. Coming out of Glendale, Arizona. At 3 p.m. on ESPN, number 9, Penn State versus number 11, Washington. Check your local listings. Lots more bowl games to talk about, and we will talk about them soon. Here on Free 105.3.
To pass on useful information on helping with Harvey relief.
Driving those nails over you.
Sounds like Texas 105.3, free with Hank Thompson, driving nails in my coffin. Speaking of coffins, got John Connelly coming up next with Common Man. John Connelly used to be a mortician.
Really going into the funeral profession was a little bit of a diversion. I started working part-time at a local funeral home when I was in high school because my best friend was there all the time, and he talked about it, got me interested in it. And I, lo and behold, got interested enough to do it full-time. Got my licenses, spent 6 years altogether, but I still had, I was at a turning point. I either go on into the funeral profession, try to own somewhere, or I found I still had that old itch for broadcasting. So I said, well, this is the time to try radio if I'm ever going to. And that's what led me to Nashville, a job in broadcasting.
Yeah, once you get bitten by that broadcasting bug, it's hard to shake. I know that for sure, because I'm Jim King of the Road. John Connelly coming up next on Free.
Legends playing the legends on 105.3 Free.
Hi, this is Jim King of the Road for Terrell's Tree Service in Groves. 105.3 free, greatest hits of all time with Gene Watson. Got no reason now for going home. It's Jim King of the Road, driving you through the midday on a TGIF edition. Happy New Year to you. Made a resolution yet? Larry the Cable Guy has.
I'm trying to get in shape a little bit. I put on 22 pounds over the holidays and trying to lose a little bit of weight, though. My Japanese neighbor's starting to call me Gutzilla, so I got to do something with that. But I believe in music.
105.3 free. I'm Jim King of the Road. Thanks for listening on this TGIF. It's going to be New Year's before you know it. You going to spend it with somebody special? Well, that New Year's kiss has been around since the Middle Ages, apparently. Historians reckon that the New Year's kiss is derived from either German, and English folklore. It was a tradition in both. Both customs contended that the first person you encounter in a new year will set the tone for the whole year. So if that person you encounter likes you enough to make out with you, things are looking pretty good. Or maybe you're just looking pretty good. Or maybe they just got their beer goggles on.
The King of the Road, Jim King. Now heard exclusively right after Walton and Johnson on 105.3 Free.
Reed Service Company.
Sounds like Texas, 105.3 Free with Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys. Take me back to Tulsa. I'm Jim King. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near Tulsa this coming week because it's going to be even colder up there than it will here, goodness gracious. Got a little heat wave going right now, but enjoy it while you can. I mean, relatively speaking, heat wave. 56 for a high today, 60 for tomorrow. The cold, blustery winds will come in, though. Big cold front coming Sunday, the 31st, 32 for a low. Then it's going to dip down in the 20s for the next couple of days after that. 25 on Monday the 1st, 26 on Tuesday the 2nd. Bundle it up and bundle up some firewood. You're going to need it. Mary Chapin Carpenter, I Feel Lucky, coming up next on the Jim King of the Road radio show. Thanks for listening.
105.3 Free.
Who doesn't love free cash?
105.3 Free. Greatest hits of all time with Clint Black. A good run of Bad Luck. Charlie Daniels coming up next, and can't wait for the 2018 college football playoff. It begins January 1st, Monday, January 1st, 2018. The Sugar Bowl semifinal in New Orleans at 7:45 on ESPN. Number 1, Clemson versus number 4, Alabama. Then on January 1st, the Rose Bowl semifinal in Pasadena, California. 4 o'clock on ESPN. Number 2, Oklahoma versus number 3, Georgia. Then the big grand national championship for the Big Crown, January 8th, 7 o'clock on ESPN. Semifinal winners are going to shoot it out. Looking forward to all of that. 2018 college football playoff. Already been some good games. Keep it on Free, 105.3. We'll keep you informed.
Free news. Quick information with no frills. Free news.
Walton and Johnson mornings, King of the Road, middays, 105.3 Free with Glenn Campbell, Rhinestone Cowboy. I'm Jim King of the Road. Not a real king, but I do play one on TV. Hanging out with the legendary Billy Joe Shaver.
I'm in love with me. Is that what you want?
I guess that's why I wear this. Maybe that's why I wear this hat, too.
That's probably it. Be a good idea.
Crown, and then you would be Billy Joe Royal if you wore a crown.
I don't think so. I know Billy Joe Royal, and I'd just soon be me.
King of the Road. Free FM is, well, just that. Free.